Going on, guys? This is Austin here. We're going to be taking a look at 5-Minute Fantasies, Week 7, Booing and Busting wide receivers. Uh, my wide receivers to start this week is going to start with anybody on the Rams. The Rams wide receivers are, they had a rough week last week against San Francisco. I think that coupled with the Jalen Ramsey trade is kind of like pressure from the front office to kind of, like, hey guys, get things going. That with the fact that Atlanta has a great offense and a terrible defense, I think it's going to be another shootout. Look for a lot of those from Atlanta, and until they get into a really stout defensive matchup. But the Rams wide receivers, Robert Woods, especially Cooper Kupp and Brandon Cooks. Another start of the week, I'm going to say Kenny Golladay. I think that they're going to try to put Xavier Rhodes on him, but Xavier Rhodes is not what he used to be. He's not the 2017 top 5 cornerback in the NFL that he used to be. Kenny Golladay is a tall, long burner who he gets better every single week, every single year. So look for him to potentially have a big game against the Minnesota Vikings this week. I'm going to say start Golden Tate, especially because Patrick Peterson is coming back for the Arizona Cardinals, but they still don't have a great overall defense. But that means that Sterling Shepard is pretty much going to get shut down. He should play, but if he doesn't, then be careful about starting Golden Tate. But that should be a really good matchup for him going up against the number 2 cornerback in Arizona, because Golden Tate really is he's an A-, number 1 wide receiver, but they have him in the second spot right now, so look to start him. I'm going to say start Keenan Allen. I'm really not impressed with the Tennessee secondary, and I think that this is not going to be a very run-heavy game. I don't think that the Chargers are going to be able to pull that off. So look for Keenan Allen, to have another big game this week. I know he's been slowed down the last few, but he'll be coming back. Keenan Allen is a blue chip wide receiver in this league. Start T.Y. Hilton. I don't think that the Houston cornerbacks are that really impressive. So in any third down situation, in any clutch time passing that would need to happen, I think Jacoby Brissett really has been favoring T.Y. Hilton, especially over Eric Stonehands Ebron and the other tight end Jack Doyle. So look to start him again this week. And then Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald is going up against the Giants. The Giants really don't have a great secondary at all. They've got a decent pass rush, but that's it. So I think that this is a potential shootout game. I think the Giants win this game like 28-25. Might be even closer than that. So look for Larry Fitzgerald to have a lot of clutch time receptions. My sit of the week is going to be Allen Robinson, going up against the New Orleans Saints. Again, I'm really high on Marshawn Lattimore this year. He's really balling out this year. So whoever the Saints are playing, don't start the number 1 wide receiver. It doesn't matter who it is. If it's DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones. They absolutely destroyed Mike Evans, and honestly, the number 1 wide receiver against the Saints, just don't do it. Allen Robinson, don't touch him this week. I'm going to say sit Terry McLaurin. I know Scary Terry's kind of like a random guy that I've been pumping up this year, but he's going up against San Francisco. I don't trust Washington's offensive line, especially with Trent Williams, their left tackle, out. So I don't think he's going to be able to get very many passes at all. I think maybe 4 targets at the most. I'm going to say sit the Vikings wide receivers. Detroit really showed an ability to cover multiple wide receivers, and the Vikings really like to run a 2 wide receiver, tight end, running back set. So I think that they could, really potentially put Darius Slay on Adam Thielen, and then the second best safety, whoever that's going to be, and then shadow a lot of attention to Stephon Diggs. I really don't think they're going to be able to do much this week. So sit them. I'm going to say sit Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman, especially with Josh Gordon being limited at practice, potentially not playing, and also having an underwhelming later stretch of the season. I think that Julian Edelman is going to be the main focus of the Patriots offense in terms of the Jets' focus. So look for him to, not be up to standard as well. And then I'm going to say sit Tyreek Hill, especially with Sammy Watkins out. I don't think that Tyreek Hill can duplicate what he did last week. It was like I think it was like 80 yards and 2 touchdowns, even though 40 of those yards and 1 touchdown came off a real lucky Moss that should have been picked off. So be careful about him against a really good Denver secondary, surprisingly performing well this year.